Cool. Laundry, power, toiletry, gym supplements, selfie stick, tripod, camera gear, more camera gear, camera bag, all the goodies in it. Starting with the cheesy popcorn, drone accessories, more 360 cameras and camera accessories, Theta Z1, laptop, iPad. And I've already dropped popcorn under the seat cushion. How good is... Wait a second. I can't believe I'm actually here. I've wanted to visit this place my entire life since I was a young boy. I've wanted to set foot in this country. Oh, and I've been to one more country since my last video, which was shot in Qatar, and that was Ireland. I spoke at the IVRPA conference in Belfast. I spoke about social media and personal branding. That went well, and when you're traveling, it's a good time to reflect on stuff, and I've had some good reflections going on in here that I wanted to share. And the big thing I've been reflecting on is 360, the state of affairs, you might call it. Where we're at and where 360 is going. It's funny because over the years, so many people have called 360 a gimmick, a fad, a phase that is going to die out, but it kind of hasn't. And not only is it alive, but it's growing bigger and bigger and bigger. But with that said, you may have noticed I don't really post any 360 videos on my channel. What's up with that? Well, I'm going to be honest, the reason I don't post 360 videos is because they get low engagement. People don't actually like watching long-form 360 video on YouTube. And believe me, I have tried it. Over the years, I've posted a few 360 videos and the numbers have been really low. And I believe that's because YouTube is a long-form platform and 360 videos are much better suited to short-form content. So not posting 10, 20, 30 minutes of 360 video, it's just too much. It becomes physically uncomfortable watching a 360 video for that long and having to look around the entire time, just constantly left, right, up, down. And don't get me wrong, it is possible to create engaging 360 videos on YouTube. I even made a video course about this that teaches 360 video in depth and how to really harness that short attention span. But the key is it needs to be super interesting the whole time, and you can't do that in a longer format. Like, you really need to think it out and understand what your viewer is going to do. And that's good. There is a time and a place for viewing 360 videos as 360, and I think the best one personally is in a headset, in an Oculus Go, Oculus Rift, Oculus Quest is the latest one, but in a headset you get the fully immersive experience of actually being there because it blocks out your surroundings and you look around as if you're looking through your own eyes. On a phone though, it's not really the same experience. Without a doubt, a VR headset is the best way to immerse yourself in 360 content, but it's kind of cumbersome. It's big, it's a little bit annoying. It's not ideal. It feels like this is the step in between other steps. And the final step is probably going to be viewing 360 fully immersively without needing a headset. And then when we go to a museum, we'll see the Oculus Go and the Oculus Quest and we'll look at them and laugh. I used to have one of those. However, I'd say this isn't strictly where 360 is going. With the introduction of 5.7K all-in-one 360 cameras, we're now able to reframe and get a proper perspective with an adequate amount of resolution, which kind of means 360 cameras are moving into the action camera territory. And not only are they action cameras, but they're doing a lot of things much better than action cameras have ever done. I feel like we've been in the experimental phases of 360 video for so long, and now with widespread adoption, we're realizing that 360 cameras are better reframed as a normal flat 16:9 video, with the advantage of having so many extra cool things. I spent this past week in Dublin and I got some really cool shots with my 1X, like this. And this. And this. Whenever something gives value, it sticks, and 360 gives value because it solves a genuine problem of never missing the shot. All you need to do basically is turn your camera on and press the record button, and you're capturing everything at once. You can choose from 100 different angles later on, and if you're not happy with the first or the second, you can try a third or a fourth. It could work better, it could work worse, but you've got that option. Nothing is locked in. It helps us get awesome shots that just wouldn't be possible with traditional action cameras or any kind of camera for that matter. And the first reason for that is the stabilization. Never until now have we had stabilization so amazing from an action camera. Because this is a 360 camera and it has a lens on either side, it's capturing everything at once. And due to advanced stabilization algorithms, the camera is able to compensate for any kind of movement because it's seeing everything. So if it moves like this, it's always capturing a 360-degree field of view, meaning the software basically moves up to where up should be, down to where down should be, left and right, and so on. I used to work as a videographer. I shot with a Canon 6D DSLR, and a lot of my shots were handheld. I thought I had really steady arms, and now when I look back at my footage from years ago, I'm like, dude, that is so shaky. How could you even publish that? I'm feeling sick just looking at it. But now that's only because I'm used to such amazing stabilization that anything less just isn't good enough. So 360 cameras solve the problem of firstly not needing extremely steady hands or needing a gimbal. You don't need a gimbal for your camera anymore because 360 cameras with 6-axis stabilization like this one, there are a whole bunch of others, they solve that problem because they stabilize for you. Another massive advantage is 360 cameras are really portable, so when you're out shooting in public places where DSLRs or video cameras wouldn't be allowed, you can just pretend you're a tourist that doesn't speak English with your GoPro trying to get a good selfie. But really you're getting awesome 5.7K video that you're then going to reframe as the most amazing shot ever. Also fits in your pocket. They're also a game changer with workflow. You can now do almost everything you need to do to reframe your 360 video on your phone. Who has time for lengthy post-production when you can get an awesome shot like this in 30 seconds? That took me literally 30 seconds to edit on my iPhone just now. I mean, you can't do everything yet, but you can do a lot of things on your phone. All of these things make the video production process faster and better, and who doesn't want those two things? I gotta get my mind out of the gutter. I mean, look, there will always be a place for professional level photography and video equipment, no question, because every time consumer level cameras get upgraded, so do professional level cameras. But 360 helps us get a wider variety of overall shots, meaning you never miss the angle, you never miss the moment. As long as your camera is rolling, you've got it. Assuming you've charged the camera and your memory card hasn't run out, and that's it, you've got amazing B-roll shots, and when the resolution goes up even further, maybe to 8K and beyond, you'll be able to use 360 cameras as your main camera in a lot of situations. And look, even I still use other cameras. Right now, I'm filming this on my Sony a7R II. I love my DSLR. It helps me get high-end YouTube videos, which I just couldn't do with a 360 camera right now. It also helps me get a shallow depth of field. But I have found in my travels so far, I've been using my 360 cameras more and more to get myself more coverage. To be honest with you, this is the first time I've used my Sony a7R II in 2 weeks of being away from home, because my phone has been doing a good amount of my video, but also my 360 cameras have done the majority of my video shots. And when you're traveling, you don't always want the hassle of setting up a bulky DSLR and lenses and tripod and accessories. So anyway, that's what's on my mind right now. I think reframed 360 video is going to be a massive part of point and shoot video production from this point on. Anytime you think GoPro or DJI Osmo or any kind of action camera, you're going to be thinking 360 cameras very soon. I'm already thinking it now. I would say there is an exception to the whole 360 isn't really engaging thing, and that is with 360 photography. One of my big goals for being in Europe over the next month is capturing a whole bunch of really cool, immersive 360 photos that I then post to Facebook and elsewhere, and I've noticed so far they've been getting crazy good engagement. There's just something psychologically about a photo as opposed to a video, because I guess the viewer has their own time to look around it. It's not going to change shots, there's no sound, they're usually higher resolution and have better exposure, so they're more pleasurable to look at in 360 mode. And of course, they'll always be fun as tiny planets. If you want to see some of my 360 sample photos, check out my Facebook page just there. I'm in the best country on planet Earth for 360 right now. I know I'm going to get amazing shots over the next week. Oh wait, did I actually tell you where I am? Come here. Welcome to Iceland. I've wanted to visit this country my entire life. Words just can't describe how excited I am right now. So yeah, that's all from Mr. Ben for now. Hey, where do you stand on the reframing versus 360 debate? Let me know down there. It's bedtime. It's almost midnight right now. Yes, the sun's still out. That's just how it works in this part of the world. So with that, I bid you good night.